Ready to shine inside out? Welcome to Polished Beauty Podcast, where ambition meets empowerment. We talk business, beauty, brain, body. I am your host, Dr. Daisy Ayim, triple board certified cosmetic surgeon and OBGYN. Let's get polished. What if I told you that you could be sitting in a room where the temperature is heat up and your body is going to mimic like you're exercising and you're not? Wouldn't that be cool? And that will help you your longevity, help you feel better about yourself, and basically add so many years to your life. Today, we're talking about sauna, one of the common biohack techniques, methods that are out there, and it's such a crave. And honestly, it's one of my fave. Sauna is one of the oldest wellness rituals that is backed by modern science. We have research that supports sauna. We have outcomes. And of course, you have so many people talking about sauna and what it has done to them. So today, it made sense for us to talk about sauna therapy. Now, before we go any further, fun fact, did you know in Finland, the country in Europe, it has over 3 million saunas? And do you know the population of Finland? 5.5 million people. So you have 5.5 million people and over 3 million saunas. That's incredible. I mean, when I came across this, I was like, whoa, that's amazing. So, Finland and sauna are like synchronous with 1 + 1 is 2. Now let's give a little back history on Finland and sauna. This goes back 2,000 years ago. And this was basically traditional wood-heated rooms. And these were used for socialization. It was used for conversation starters, childbirth. Basically, it was a relaxation technique that was part of the culture and it was used immensely. And now sauna is all over the wall. But the main thing with sauna is that it is linked to detoxification rituals, immune resilience, and just happy camper mood. Now, there are different types of sauna, so you need to know the differences. And we call them modern saunas or modern types, but, they all do the same thing and to different degrees. So the first one is traditional Finland sauna. This is basically when the room is heated up to 70 to 100 degrees Celsius or 158 to 212 degrees Fahrenheit. So with this heated room, there's usually maybe a stone that's present inside and water to create this steam and this heat. So that's your traditional Finnish sauna. Then you have infrared sauna, and you've seen it all over town. I don't know where you are listening to this podcast, but infrared sauna is popping up left and right. And the technique or the technology behind infrared sauna is that it uses infrared light to warm up the body directly at a lower temperature. So it's not as high as your traditional Finnish sauna, but the whole idea is to penetrate the tissue deeper and it gives you a more in-depth resolution and feeling. Then you have your steam room. Your steam room basically uses or causes higher humidity and uses lower temperature. And the end effect is that you have superficial sweating, and that's how you kind of detox using the steam room. So those are your 3 types of modern day saunas that are available, and you can totally, engage in any of them. My personal favorite is the Finnish sauna, honestly. Now, there's some scientific data to back this up. Traditional saunas primarily activate convection and conduction heat stress. So infrared stimulates deeper tissue vasodilation at a lower perceived temperatures. So you can get a combination of doing your traditional sauna and turn around and do an infrared sauna. That's okay. You're going to get some really nice benefits. Now, let's talk about the physiology of sauna, the physiological effects. And I'm going to focus on 5 different physiological benefits of using the sauna, because that's what you want to know, right? You're like, yeah, sauna is good, but I want to know what is it doing for me besides me relaxing and feeling good. Number 1, you have thermoregulation and cardiovascular benefits. Essentially, what that means is that sauna exposure causes your body temperature to increase about 1 to 2 degree Fahrenheit or Celsius, 1 to 2 degrees Celsius. So your internal body temperature increases, and naturally what happens to your heart rate? It goes up. and your heart rate goes anywhere between 100 to 150 beats per minute. This is very similar to like you walking outside, doing a brisk walk for a day or a Sunday stroll. So imagine just sitting there, getting the sauna, and then having your heart rate goes up. So that's a great benefit of it. Also, sauna triggers vasodilation, improves blood flow to your tissue, endothelial function, and also oxygen delivery. Note, you hear us say, or you would hear someone say, don't exercise in a sauna. Well, there's a lot of truth to it because your heart rate already goes up to 100 to 150 beats per minute, and then you're trying to exercise at the same time. Together, it can be quite lethal. So you don't want to use the sauna as a time to exercise. It's a time to relax and chill, maybe do some very light stretches, but not to exercise, okay? There's a study, or there are studies from Finland that says that regular sauna use, talking about 4 to 7 times per week, is linked to up to 50% lower risk of fatal cardiovascular events. So if you decide you want to go to sauna every single day of the week, you can. There's research out there that backs it and gives you this momentous decrease in cardiovascular events. So you can do it 7 days a week or at the minimum 4 times a week to get the benefit of the studies that was published in Internal Medicine JAMA. Another benefit or physiological effects of sauna, remember I said I was going to talk about 5 things. Number 2 is heat shock proteins and longevity. You've probably heard of this before, but you don't really understand what heat shock protein is and the capacity of what it does to you. Well, number 1, heat exposure induces heat shock proteins, which are cellular protectors. Basically, it helps repair damaged proteins, reduce inflammation, support your mitochondrial resilience. With sauna itself, it mimics some effects of exercise and caloric restriction, okay? And so both of them have been linked to longevity pathways. Because of sauna, you are having these benefits of longevity, and your heat shock protein goes to work and helps you out quite a bit. Number 3, the third physiological effects of sauna is detoxification and skin health. So when you are sitting in a sauna, you get profuse sweating, and this helps eliminate heavy metals like arsenic, cadmium, lead, mercury, and metabolic byproducts. So overall, this enhances microcirculation to the dermis, and this helps promote skin hydration, collagen delivery, post-sauna glow, open pores, improves lymphatic drainage, okay? So your skin is just loving this sauna session. It's important to keep in mind that the liver and the kidneys are the main detoxification or detox organs, but sweating provides a complementary elimination pathway. So when you hear of detox the body, think of kidney and liver. The skin, the sweating is part of it, but it's not the core detox, okay? Now, the fourth physiological benefit of sauna is nervous system and mood. Sauna activates your parasympathetic nervous system, and this is due to that post-heat exposure, so you tend to be very relaxed and chill. That's why they say sauna is good for relaxation. But what happens is that it also increases your endorphins, your norepinephrine, and your beta endorphins. This results in mood elevation, you feel better, stress reduction, you're relaxed, better sleep quality. Try sleeping at night or doing your sauna closer to bedtime. It is amazing. And then also, but not lastly, regular sauna has been associated with lower rates of depression, anxiety symptoms in some studies. So overall, you just feel great when you do sauna, you know? And then your 5th one is very important. That's your immunity. Brief episodes or brief sessions of your sauna helps with hyperthermia, which again increasing that body temperature, and this increases your white blood cell count and enhances your immunity, and also helps with surveilling the body. So basically, you can fight off infections, and it reduces your incidence of colds. Now, besides all the physiological zhuzh of sauna, let's talk about some things of sauna as related to beauty, because when we talk about sauna, we want to know how it makes us beautiful. Number 1, the heat causes sweating, it unclogs your pore, it boosts your circulation, and all of this might really help you if you have some mild acne by clearing up the sebum buildup. So skin clarity and radiance is something that you would see with frequent use of sauna. Your hair and scalp also benefits because all that circulation that is in your scalp, it helps support hair growth and it creates an environment that your hair will just feel very nourished because, again, blood flow to it is increased. So basically, sauna use can help protect your hair from dryness if you use a nice protective cap during sauna, okay? So I recommend doing some protection when you're using your sauna of your hair, but if you don't, understand that you may be exposed to dryness. However, your scalp will be very happy because you have all that blood flow. Now, let's talk about body contouring and recovery with sauna. Sauna promotes your muscles to relax, and that's why sometimes we say that sauna, if you're in it, you can use light stretching, because if you've not had a good stretch without the heat, when you sit in that sauna room, your muscle is just going to relax and it will be so easy for you to stretch out easily. All right. It helps with fluid mobilization and post recovery from a surgery or workout. I personally use saunas after my workout. It's like I work out in a gym, I go to the sauna, and it is like a best combination ever. And I recommend it for anyone if you're listening. So you could also use sauna in adjunct to like a lymphatic or detox regimens, or you can just make it your everyday relaxation, as I mentioned. One thing to keep in mind about sauna is that it's not a weight loss solution. So please don't think that you're going to do a sauna and lose all this weight, because that's not what it's going to do for you, okay? All that water loss is temporary. So if you don't have proper nutrition and proper exercise program, you will gain all that water back and then some. So you want to use sauna mainly as a flexibility and mobility and a relaxation and a mood improvement and just stress reduction, activating the heat shock protein so you can get all these benefits of it, okay? Now, I would say this, we need to talk about the protocol. If you want to do sauna, what is the ideal protocol for you? I've given you the temperature range that you should be using for your sauna session. However, if you don't know how to set it up, let's just go over what to do to set up. Most of the time, if you're going to a gym or wellness center, it's already preset. You don't have to do anything. You just go sit there, enjoy the sauna, and leave. But if you have to make sure that it's appropriate for you, you want to make sure the temperature is correct, as I mentioned before. But the general protocol is to do sauna 15 to 20 minutes per session. I personally do 30 minutes, but you want to start slow and allow your body to adopt if you're new to it. If you're not new to it, you can jump right in and do 30 minutes. As I mentioned, the frequency of sauna, you want to do 2 to 4 times minimum a week. The studies did show benefits 4 to 7 times. So if you have 7 times every day for the week to do your sauna, go for it. But if you don't, at the minimum, if you want to truly get the scientific backed research, you want to do it 4 times a week. Right after the sauna, it's very important to stay hydrated. Hydration is critical because you're sweating and you're losing all that water. So you want to take in mineral water or electrolyte infused water to stay hydrated. Or if you're just drinking regular water, that's okay too, but just hydration is very important. And then cool down gradually. Cold plunge is something that can be done after a sauna where you heat up and you go to the cold plunge. But if you don't have a cold plunge, it's okay. You can just totally sit outside and let your body cool down gradually. Now, there's some combination of wellness therapies that you can do with sauna. You can do infrared and lymphatic drainage combined together. That's a good combo. You can do sauna and red light therapy. That's also a great combo, and I recommend that. And then you can do your sauna post-workout recovery routine, okay? The important thing with sauna is safety. You cannot compromise safety for relaxation. So if you have underlying heart disease or uncontrolled hypertension, do not recommend doing a sauna because of course of that changes in your cardiovascular organs. So you want to consult your doctor before you do that. Also avoid alcohol before sauna by all means. If you're pregnant, I recommend consulting your obstetrician before considering sauna. My general recommendation is to stay away from it. And also, but more importantly, listen to your body when you're sitting in a sauna. If you start feeling dizzy, nauseated, not yourself, immediately abort that session. It's not for you to stay incomplete because you can easily faint and an outcome that you don't want. All right. Now, alternating between sauna and cold plunge is something that is out there. It's called contrast therapy. It activates pumping. So basically, when you're doing that, some certain things are happening to your body. You get improved endothelial tone, boosts circulation, enhances your mood through your dopamine surge. It is very popular in the Scandinavian cultures and among elite athletes that do both. And of course, if you go to a wellness center, you'll probably see both there where you can alternate as well. So just to keep in mind, research does suggest that this may amplify metabolic and cardiovascular benefits if you do both combined. But if you do sauna alone, I've just explained to you the benefits. My practical tip is start slow. Do your sauna for 10 minutes, see how your body feels, build tolerance, and increase. I've talked about hydration. I've talked about post-sauna. You want to lock in all that moisture. So hydrating is really important. And then, you can create a mood when you do your sauna. You can use eucalyptus towels or incense, relaxing music, dim the light, whatever it takes. But your goal with sauna is to basically get your body chill, get all these underlying benefits, and then you can feel good about it. So would you try sauna? If you do, let me know in the comments or when you watch this video what your experience was like. I personally do sauna a lot, and I can say that it's one of my beauty hacks, one of my biohacks that has helped me age very well, and it keeps me grounded. And I do it religiously. I'm talking about every time I'm in the gym, I do 30 minutes to 45 minutes of sauna. That is like a religion. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed this episode and thank you for listening. Video recording of this episode will be featured on our YouTube channel, Dr. Daisy Ayim. We are also found on Instagram at Polished Beauty Podcast or at Dr. Daisy Ayim. Remember, new episodes drop every Wednesday, so stay tuned. Please like, share, follow.